Just to warn you, there will be spoilers going forward in this sort of review thing. It's not really a review. It's just more my thoughts on the Rings of Power, and it's a wee bit disjointed and all over the place. So sorry about that. My rantings sometimes make my mind discombobulated, but I hope you enjoy it anyway. And I was in two minds about doing this video. I was like, do I really want to put my thoughts out there about the Rings of Power? And I thought, aye, because it's fucking shit. I just remember the marketing material, and I wasn't looking forward to this a fucking damn sight, okay? Wasn't looking forward to it. I thought, this is going to be shite. What's the first thing that comes out of Lenny Henry's mouth? It's very diverse. Absolutely very diverse. And then the Disa actress says, oh, it's the most accessible thing ever. What does that mean, the most accessible thing ever? Does that mean that if there's no black folk in it, you can't relate to characters? Because that's fucked up, bitch, okay? That is one of the most fucked up things that I am getting from your fucking reasoning. Most accessible. And no wonder they didn't talk about the story, because there is no one. This is 8 episodes of about an hour and 10 minutes each, of about 4 or 5 disjointed subplots smashed together to hopefully make some sort of overarching narrative, and they fail fucking spectacularly. Jesus, there's no story to this. And what they've done with some of the characters, fuck me, all the characters that they could have used, they've either turned into raging psychos, nonces, fucking pussies, people that you just wouldn't bother your arse with in any fucking capacity, right? So, Galadriel, we'll start with her. My fucking Jesus. She's just a bloodthirsty bitch. She's just a nasty, evil, manipulative, spiteful cow that thinks, well, my fucking problems are more worthy than your fucking problems. And they've all been caused by Sauron. Sauron, is that what you can fucking call him in this fucking fuckheap? So her brother is killed by Sauron. Only in the book she has 2 brothers, and they're both killed by Sauron, and she's not a bloodthirsty raging maniac when that happens. Sure, she wants to get revenge. Everyone, oh, you killed my loved one, I want to fucking see this big evil bastard that done it. Did. But Galadriel's always got a more overarching concern for the whole of Middle-earth and not just herself in the books and the films. Most of the films, I'm not really a book person, but I'm just going by what happened in the Jackson movies, which are far superior to this. Aye, so they're on a mountain edge, and our elven folk that are where are like, fuck's sake, Galadriel, we've no found anything in days, months, weeks, years, hen. Can we get up and get home because we're freezing our bobies off here? And she's like, no, I don't care. My thirst for revenge is greater than you are surviving. And they trundle on, and they eventually find a wee fucking fortress in the hillside that's got Sauron's marking on it or some shizer like that. It's like, aye, okay, whatever. And fuck off. And then they get attacked by a trave coal. Aye, a trave coal. A cave troll which looks nothing like what you'd probably expect. It's a mountain ice cave troll, okay? And all our men get fucking done in by it, and she just stoats up and swings her double-handed sword with one hand, by the way, and then just goes, hiya, dead. Well, a lot of wire work that just looks a bit comical and camp and, very 90s martial arts movie, which I think they said they weren't going to do, but they're fucking liars, aren't they? And then she goes back to London and like, Sauron's still out there, and Gil-galad's like, no, he's no. And she's like, aye, fuck it is. So a wee argument or a wee discussion ensues, and she gets papped on a ship back to Valinor, and she doesn't know that until she's right at the fucking portal opening. But at this point in time in the history of Middle-earthian things, she's banned from going back to Valinor, so you'd think Gil-galad would fucking know that, because of what happened with the Noldor stealing a fleet of ships and then them setting them on fire. And it's a big thing. I'm just not getting into it, but it's pish. This is just fucking pish. So she floats about in the fucking ocean for 800,000 milliseconds, and then gets picked up by a wreck, and then that wreck gets attacked by a shark, and then she gets picked up by another wreck. Honestly, it's like something out of fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. I thought the Hobbit movies were more sort of childish and fun-loving and Pirates of the Caribbean-y. This takes the pish right out the bladder. I'm not going to be going episode by episode. This is just a general fucking thing of the first one, and then because it all just sort of goes for there. It's like a big fucking. It's like when you think you're just going to fart, right, and you stand up and you go, "Oh, dying for a fart," and you actually shit yourself, and then it just starts running everywhere. Well, this is the initial wet fart, and the rest of the episodes is just the fallout of the mess. So you can kind of expect how it's going to go from here on out, because it does go like that from here on out. Sticking with the elves for the next wee while, we've got Elrond, and I hate the look of the elves. They've all got short hair, they don't look like elves much. Elrond looks like a fucking fanny. He sounds okay and he acts okay, but the look, give him the look from the fucking, the better version of this. Then you've got fucking Celebrimbor, who's way too old looking, way too old looking. He looks like a granda. Elves don't look like a granda. I think the lore is when they hit around age 50, they sort of don't age anymore. But it's not like a fucking old, haggard 50. They look youthful. They're supposed to look youthful. He doesn't. He looks like an old fucking alcoholic. Oh, fucking in my workshop, nothing's been going right. Hitting that fucking elvish wine a wee bit too hard, have we, Celebrimborish? You wank. Gil-galad looks fine. I like the dwarves as well, I have to say. I like the dwarves. I like the look of the dwarves. I like the way they act. I like the way they sound. But you don't really see much of them. I don't think you see enough. Some of them are quite grumpy. They're like, yeah, well, that's not so bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. So it's not all bad, but you know, it really is a fucking. It's got some good wee nuggets wrapped in a big shit burrito. Do you know what I mean? You're not gonna. Someone put down a big actual shit burrito in front of you and said, there's some really succulent carrots in the middle of it, but you need to eat them to get through to those good bits. You wouldn't do it, would you? No. So this is like, my analogies are just off the fucking scale. Okay, they're brilliant. So dear God. Then you've got Harfoots, which are a type of hobbit which aren't actually in Middle Earth at this point. They're somewhere near there, or they're some part of the Misty. I don't fucking know where they are. They could be up Satan's arsehole for all I care. They're unnecessary. They've all got shite Irish accents, and I hate them. Then you've got the wizard that falls from the sky, and he's like, I can't remember it, and doesn't even know how to speak. And then it basically turns out it's Gandalf, right? Okay. Then you've got Sauron, and this, I don't know how or why, but Galadriel finds, well, he's in the raft, she's in the water, he pulls her out of the water, and he's called Hellbrand. What happened to my voice there? Did you hear that? This is a shock of this fucking terrible show ruining my vocal cords. Hellbrand, we should have fucking known right there and then he was fucking Sauron, and they've managed to make Sauron the gimpiest, wimpiest arsehole known to fucking elvendom. You just like, no mate, he gets carted off to Numenor, Galadriel, because they get found by Elendil, who's the guy in the prologue of the Fellowship of the Ring. The one that gets twatted was Sauron's big fucking mace and killed in one hit. That's him. This is the younger version. Then we've got Isildur, but well, that's a whole other fucking mess. And he, like, Hellbrand and Galadriel go to Numenor, and it's kind of how I expected it to look. I think the visuals in this look fine. The sort of exterior shots and the building and the outside thingamabobbles, and the interiors and exteriors look quite good. I have to admit, there's some nice shots, but everything just seems to be pinched from Peter Jackson's films, even though they said that this and the Peter Jackson movies aren't linked, aren't related, but you could be forgiven for thinking otherwise. Because there's a Balrog that fucking shows up, and it's like, this is Durin's Bane for Fellowship of the Ring, who doesn't appear for another 3,000 years, and doesn't appear until he kills Durin the Sixth, and it's Durin the Third that's in this, so yeah, if you're expecting lore consistencies, get fucked, mate. And then they introduce this Balrog at the end of the 7th episode and don't show him again, so that's great. That was all fucking utterly pointless endeavour. Anyway, then you've got the armour, the elven armour and the Númenórean armour. Flat out look pish. They just look fucking awful. The Númenórean armour's beige for some reason, and it's got wee titty bits, even for the guys. It's got wee moobs. Wee mooby bits. Fuck is that? I hate this show. I hate it to death. Then you've got the mystics that show up as well, with Eminelf. That's what I call her. It's a woman, by the way. Even though she's got a jawline that could fucking carve glass. Fuck me. She's a very svelte woman, but I thought it was a guy at first. I think everybody did. Because you only saw one picture in the promotional material, and it's like, looks like a bloke, but they all sort of stood together, and I thought, she's got boobs. This is a she. Fuck me, man. Grumpy looking bitch. So they turn out to be a big fucking nothing as well. They think Gandalf, who they haven't really mentioned as Gandalf, but the repurposed lines for Fellowship of the Ring is like, oh, but whenever you're in trouble or lost, Nori, fucking always follow your nose. I thought, Jesus, you're stealing lines directly from Jackson's movies, and it's Jackson that wrote the script, so it's not a Tolkien line, it's a Jackson line, even though these movies, these episodes have got nothing to do with the Jackson movies. Okay, could have fucking fooled me. This is how fucking inept the writers are in this show. They just pinch for a far superior piece of material, and they shunned him. They shunned Jackson. I think he offered help and they told him to fuck off and stole half his work. Well done. Well done, guys. You won it. You couldn't get any work for the last 10 years and you had to be saved by Jobby Abrams. Fuck this show. Fuck the writers. Fuck Amazon. Fuck it all. I hate it. I want it to burn in the fires of Mount Dauber or Mount Doomber. I hate